Good morning. Today I am going to solve the question of the chapter The Happy Prince. Here is question. Why do the courtiers call the prince the happy prince? Is he really happy? What does he see all around him? When we go through this extract, we find that the happy prince was really happy because he always tried to drive out the poverty of the poor. So the courtiers called him Happy Prince. Whenever the Happy Prince saw the problems, the intricate problems of his subjects, then his heart began to melt, and he began to drive out the poverty from the house from the family of his subject. His courtiers called him Happy Prince. Really, we find lots of evidences when we go through the extract. The storyteller also proved that the prince was really a happy prince, and the courtiers called him Happy Prince. And we find that the Happy Prince did not like to see the problems of his subject. He tried to drive out the problems of his subject. Whenever his subject arrived in his court, and he at once took a strict step against his problem. When he died, then the courtiers thought that they should try to make a bigger statue, and it should be kept in the higher place of the kingdom. And according to their choice, they made a bigger statue, and the statue was decorated with sapphires, ruby, gold, and etc. And the courtiers had a motto to keep the statue on the higher place where the happy prince would use to see the problems of his subject. That was the motto of the courtiers. And the happy prince saw the problems, but he was unable to move to drive out the problems of his subject. All of a sudden, swallow came, and he requested the swallow that he saw the many problems of his subject, but he is unable to drive out their problems. So he must help him, and we find that the happy prince donated everything. He donated sapphires, ruby, gold, and etc. to his subject, and the subject thought that after death he is ready to help his subject. And resultantly we find that the happy prince sacrificed everything for the welfare of his subject, and his subjects and courtiers considered him that really he was very happy. Have a nice day, and I will deal another question in the next class.